All right. Good evening, everyone. So I love Brussels sprouts, and so I wanted to upload a video of how I roast them. I have turned the oven on to 400 degrees, and I am actually cleaning the Brussels sprouts. I opened up the package and I fill it with water. These are the ones I like. Now, I've been eating these long enough to let you know that they do taste different. So, depending on where you get them, what the brand is, you will get a different taste. With that being said, I get these from Publix in South Florida. So, whatever brand you decide to use, they all cook the same, they just taste differently. So, I fill this with water. And then after I rinse them off, I'll cut off the bottom end. You really don't want to eat that. It does not taste good. It's the basically the stem. So don't laugh at me. I am doing this really thuggish ruggish. So I have a baking pan that goes into the oven. And what I like to do is put aluminum foil on top of the baking pan and just put my Brussels sprouts on here. Now, for the really big Brussels sprouts, I do cut them in half. All right. So I'm just going to pause the video, finish cutting up my Brussels sprouts, and then I'll come back on. Okay, so I have finished cutting all of my Brussels sprouts. The reason why I use this aluminum foil is because it makes it easier to clean the pan when I'm finished. Also, I neglected to tell you all before that I cut them, the bigger ones, so that they cook faster. And also, we always tease my mother because I love burnt food or well done food. And when we were younger, she used to burn the meatloaf and everything else, and so I still tease her about it today. So what I use is some olive oil from Costco, nothing special. It's virgin olive oil, and I lightly coat the Brussels sprouts. You don't want to soak them in oil because then they're going to be really mushy. So lightly coating them, it helps them to cook, and then it also helps to lock in that flavor, that seasoning that you put on top of them. So today I'm going to use some onion salt, and I just sprinkle it over the sprouts. I have some salt-free Mrs. Dash left over. I'm going to use the rest of that. Had more than I thought. I'm not going to finish this now, actually. Then I have some garlic powder. And black pepper, ground pepper. And then I do sprinkle a little bit of iodized salt. Um, you all can season your Brussels sprouts to your taste. Whatever you like. The seasoning is not going to have an effect on, how they're cooked. So after I season them, they have the olive oil on them. I go ahead and put them in the oven. Again, I do have the oven set to 400 degrees. All right, so I put them in the oven uncovered, and they do take a long time to cook. So you're looking at about 45 minutes in the oven at 400 degrees. And when they do finish, they are a little crunchy, like the outside is crunchy. The inside is mushy, but not, too mushy. And they kind of have like a sweet taste to them. So my favorite fast food restaurant is Bolé. And they're not all over the place, but we're lucky enough to have them down here, and it's pretty much good eating, clean eating. And that's when I started liking roasted Brussels sprouts. So over the pandemic, I started buying them and cooking them. They're really good as a side dish. I'm at the point now where I eat them as a meal. So I will buy 2 packages of Brussels sprouts to cook for dinner. Most of the time, when I'm not being greedy, I do have some left over. I'll eat them for lunch the next day with my Starbucks coffee. But anyway, so that's my roasted Brussels sprouts. If you were curious, thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I will make another video when they finish cooking in about 45 minutes. So have a good evening.